My experience in Costa Rica and my experience as a young member of a now globalized society gives me a completely different perspective from the people who are currently doing the jobs I see myself doing in the next 5 years.
As a citizen in such a small place, I believe that you should try to get those boundaries breaking, but mostly because you gain experience from different people, different cultures, the access to do big changes, to do big things.
When I first came here, I was thinking, oh, Costa Rica, the beach, and I was just looking forward to having a great adventure. I got to learn about the UWC philosophy, and I got to experience the different cultures.
The best way of achieving of optimizing humanity's efficiency and optimizing the allocation of resources within humanity is to communicate. And I think it's impossible to do that without unless one travels and one learns about other cultures in the way that one would by coming to this conference in Costa Rica.
You in a way lose yourself in the debate, and it becomes more of a, hey, this may actually be something that it's possible, like it's a viable thing to do, and not just something that makes absolutely no sense.
You'll get to learn, and it give you abilities that you'll always use for the rest of your life.
But I'm extremely fine where I am.
But the world is not extremely fine where it is. If you're alright, maybe another person is not alright.
If you believe that knowledge, you should keep it to yourself because you believe you're going to be successful if you're the only one that possesses that knowledge inside your country. That's your opinion. My opinion is that we should share that knowledge with other people so those people are able to expand their boundaries personally and to be able to make a change inside and outside of the country.
We live in the same world. Like, we may have borders that create countries, but in the end, we're just a big country. In a way, by helping other people, you're, in a selfish way, helping yourself and helping the world you live in.
Because everybody has problems. Every country has a problem. Every community has a problem. It's not just you. It's the world. You should always be in the lookout to see how can you help the world where everybody has the same opportunities, where everybody has the same healthcare, education, where everybody has the same strength to cope with their problems. It's not just you.
Every person has potential to give something to another person. Life is more than just accumulating things for my own benefit, and it is more about sharing with other people who are in need. Because, for example, many people, they do share with me when I'm in need, and recently I just lost a friend and I had to go back home, and through the love and care of the UWC community, I was able to raise enough funds for me to go home.
I think that the impact of small things, I mean, to put it in perspective, like if I go out and help one person, if it's only one, that person may go and help someone else. There needs to be a bunch of people that want to. And there's no way of doing that without doing little things that in the end build up to a big one. What's the point of trying to sabotage other people around you when in the end that's going to sabotage yourself?
That and many other experiences, they just make me realize that it's more about making a difference in someone else's life. I'm not planning on changing the whole world, but at least one person or a few people, that's the plan.
People that are intelligent but maybe didn't have the same opportunities as you, and maybe they're smarter than you, maybe they have better ideas than you, and you don't know because they don't have the opportunities. And if you give them the opportunities, you'll be able to work together to help other people.
I think that we should be the channel of communication between the knowledge outside the boundaries and inside the boundaries. And I believe that we can make a little change inside the country, making it able for other people to do the big change or being us part of those big changes.
Human beings are inherently pack animals. We work better as teams. And I think the best way to do that is to become a cohesive team. It's very possible to enter this world and then become corrupted by it. But I think it's also possible to learn to corrupt that world, and the best way of corrupting that world in a positive way.
Because the main reason why I participate in things like Model United Nations is I believe that through sharing ideas with different people who think differently, we can come up with different perspectives of solutions to problems.
Changing people's minds is kind of hard. MUN somehow allows it, and I begin talking to people and saying like, hey, you know that you can make a change, you know that by focusing on this type of stuff and learning how to create solutions, you could someday get somewhere and propose those actual solutions, not just staying in a paper in your computer. These people together, they work for a purpose, which would be to expand the boundaries of Model United Nations. We could all propose solutions that would someday get to the United Nations, like the actual United Nations, and try to make a difference in the world.
So in a way, coming here and talking about this may give you a different perspective of what you already have, and putting together this different perspective may move the world in the right direction.
Most of the people see us as not capable since we're young. I've heard way smarter ideas and propositions from people who are 15 to 16 years old, even younger, than people who are 50 years old and have been for 30 years involved in politics. I believe that young people are ready to make a change. If we give them the ability and the opportunities to do it, I'm completely sure.
Well, it makes me feel incredibly excited, and I think this conference is in the hands of some incredibly capable, talented young people who are going to make it become something brilliant and hopefully something that's sustainable for future generations of young Costa Ricans.
But one other thing, which I think is a reason why people should come to the MUN, is that through MUN we build friendships, we build strong bonds with other people whom we would never have met.
I think that what do you have to lose? If the worst thing that could happen is that you don't enjoy the experience, the best thing that can happen is that you gain knowledge about the world, you gain knowledge about, well, simply like life skills about how to negotiate and how to go out and take your ideas. So what I would say with that to those people is, what's there to lose?